Another night of SummerSlam, meaning I gotta hear this annoying loop on repeat for the next 4 hours once again. The John Cena effect caused WWE to sell about 10,000 more tickets for SummerSlam Sunday, while that entire section in the top right corner of the screen was covered in tarp during SummerSlam Saturday. Not to mention the unbalanced match card by putting every hyped up match on the second night. Also, that one awkward moment when SummerSlam Sunday is what Night of Champions failed to be a month and a half ago. An actual Night of Champions. There are 6 matches scheduled for tonight, and all 6 of them are championship matches. See, was that so fucking hard to do, assholes? Isn't Cardi B the host of SummerSlam, or was that just for one night? Also, it was cool when Triple H showed up to welcome the fans to WrestleMania and SummerSlam during the first time he was in complete creative control, but now he does this all the time. It's getting a little bit overkill here. Pyrotechnics were somehow unavailable for Rhea Ripley to use, so I guess purple smoke would have to do. Naomi getting a special entrance by her own father was very heartwarming to see. This isn't the first time Naomi walked into SummerSlam as a world champion, but it definitely feels more special than the first time.
On that night, she lost to Natalya. A lot of revenge on Naomi's mind tonight.
How does that make sense? How can Naomi get revenge on Natalya for losing to her at SummerSlam by defeating anyone but Natalya? Heel champion runs out of the ring to allow the challengers to fight it out so that they can pick up the pieces, cliche.
Championship tonight.
Naomi actually thought this would work. She must have remembered the time Io Sky was being shoved away by Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania and figured slipping away would work. Oops.
Tonight there are no surprises. Oh no!
Naomi doing a power slide to avoid Rhea Ripley's boot to the face was perfectly timed, especially with Rhea kicking Io Sky in the face instead.
She became champion by cashing in Money in the Bank. She didn't quite earn that.
Seriously? The Money in the Bank concept has existed for literally 20 years now, and people still say the contract holder didn't earn the championship they cashed in on? That is bullshit.
Look, Rebecca, she's sickened.
Whatever the hell that noise was from Io Sky, was she talking or was she laughing from Naomi possibly tickling her?
Like this.
Rhea's awkward German suplex failed the moment she landed on her back while Naomi was still in the air. Picture-in-picture replay that doesn't take us away from the action currently going on in the ring? Nice, please keep it that way.
It could be dangerous for Ripley.
Naomi, damn it, stand up! Io Sky is about to do a moonsault on us, and I refuse to let her just hit me instead. I could easily move out of the way and put you in the place I was to save myself, but I'll do this instead.
Naomi, split leg moonsault. How she won the
Naomi connects the split-legged moonsault but pulls Rhea Ripley into position so that they can both be hit by the over-the-moonsault. Based on Rhea's positioning, both women would be spared from the moonsault and Rhea wouldn't be close to the ropes either.
put Rhea away.
Sin remove for Rhea Ripley because she realized Io Sky wasn't going to hit the moonsault in time to break up the pinfall, so she kicked out of Naomi's moonsault to prevent an awkward situation. That's how you get it done. When you have wrestlers constantly kicking out of finishers, it's overkill, but in a triple threat situation like this, the finishers continue to be protected due to interferences, which in turn makes it a better match. Protect the finisher and only kick out when a shocking moment presents itself.
Io delivers a powerbomb.
Right on the baby. Literally. That was brutal even without realizing weeks later that Naomi was pregnant during this match, but adding in that knowledge makes it more scary. I'll take off 2 sins this time because it's a brutal moment and the baby is okay. Unless Las Vegas decides that they want to host SummerSlam next year in addition to WrestleMania 42. Such a shame that we couldn't have Edge and Christian make a cameo to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the TLC match, since those are the guys who literally won the matches when the 3 teams battled it out. Why can't WWE and AEW just be their own thing, but also allow their wrestlers to make the occasional cameo for special reasons? One day it will happen, but it should be right now. Up next is a TLC match featuring 6 teams competing for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. This is WWE's way of saying, sorry we didn't put this match on at WrestleMania. To make it up to you, we're going to add more teams and put it on SummerSlam. I still can't believe they saw that TLC match and chose to put it on after WrestleMania instead of during the show. That one awkward moment when 6 entrances managed to last only 7 minutes, one of them being the slow entrance of the Wyatt 6. Meanwhile, 2 entrances for other matches last twice as freaking long. Be more like this. Fraxium must have been told that in order to be on the main roster, they had to get rid of the LSD entrance, otherwise it would somehow qualify as violating their wellness policy. I heard that Andrade told him, don't worry about policy violations, I do it all the time. Followed by Liam Neeson saying, did you get all that? Andrade and Rey Fenix posing for their entrance, but also holding in their breath due to all the smoke. Meanwhile, the Street Profits in the ring are jealous that they weren't the ones getting the smoke. We literally put that in our entrance now, what the hell, man? It sadly took the Wyatt 6 over a year before they finally appeared on a premium live event. Winner up SummerSlam 2025 to bring you WrestleMania 31 when Bray Wyatt awkwardly approached the ring with his unnecessary lantern while the sun was still shining brightly due to being in California.
Oh, here we go, TLC match.
Well, and still the tag team champions. That's how this usually works.
They were all angry. They've been left off the card.
Boy, what I would give to see the tag team roster unleashing hell all over SmackDown as a result of being left out the WrestleMania card. That would have made the decision worth it if you ask me, because the direction would be chaotic. What the fuck was that supposed to be? The Motor City Machine Gun stomping on the ladder to crush Fraxium's fingers? I rewatched this over and over. You can clearly see their hands are at the top of the ladder, not sandwiched between the rungs.
Casey completely missed the ladder.
Michael Cole would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion, and thank God he didn't try and cover up that botch either.
Anything that moves at all.
Sorry, but because you missed the first time, the second time doesn't look as good.
Street Profits.
If you're trying to shout out the Dudley Boys at ringside with the Get the Tables chant, try doing the count to 3 that Bubba Ray Dudley does so that the fans can join in.
We are now, because here
Look at that!
Even if Rey Fenix slipped off Andrade's shoulders, I am still removing a sin for the attempt at reaching the tag team championships by leaping onto the shoulders and balancing. Shows how athletic and balanced Rey Fenix truly is. Another sin removed for the wholesome tribute to Eddie Guerrero with the Three Amigos on the year that marks 20 years since he passed away. God, I miss him so much.
Oh my God!
A third sin removed for the way Montez Ford avoided going through the table by jumping out of the ring while also taking out more of the competition at the same time. Perfect timing.
Motor City Machine Guns. Oh!
A fourth sin removed for that amazing dropkick from Chris Sabin causing Joe Gacy to slam face first into the waiting chair.
Delivering. Oh, look at that! Johnny Gargano.
A fifth sin removed for that DDT off the ring apron through the table, with both men protecting each other from cruel injuries. This is quite the streak we're on here. And now 5 more sins removed for those epic table crashes on all sides of the ring. See what happens when you utilize the tag team division in this type of environment? You get great things like this.
Return to the drawing board.
I gotta say, it's very sad that the only bit of competition Nikki Cross has been getting lately is this one interference of the TLC match to protect the Wyatt Six. If WWE really wants to take full advantage of the group's carnage, they should allow Nikki to perform in matches again.
Throws in the title. I think they've got
The execution of Candice LeRae accidentally being thrown out of the ring through a ladder bridge between the apron and barricade, cliche, was perfectly done. This just might be one of the best TLC matches since the days of its debut 25 years ago. Let's remove all the sins we have on the counter and start fresh. Just when you think we're seeing a remake of Edge spearing Jeff Hardy away from the championships, Tommaso Ciampa shocks the world with his amazing core strength to be able to bring his body up like that and balance it while Johnny Gargano super kicks Nathan Frazer into oblivion. I am removing another 15 sins, which takes us deep into the negatives. Push both members of DIY to the moon, both in tag team and singles. Missed one of the tables, but still removing 5 more sins as a way of giving praise to everyone involved in this epic TLC match. Let's see how long it takes to get out of the negatives, if it even happens at all. One match did this to my sin counter.
Oh my God!
Uncle Howdy taking that sunset flip powerbomb into the ladder was brutal and scary. Just good night, everybody. SummerSlam is over. The one part that sucks about the Wyatt Six winning tonight, we're in broad daylight so they can't pose with the fireflies all over the stadium. Stop showing Donald Trump! Leave politics out of wrestling. I don't care if Triple H visited the White House. What does that have to do with what's going on at SummerSlam or the immediate future of WWE? Sorry guys, but we're out of the negatives and back into the rising numbers. Out of respect for that epic TLC match, I will not spam a million sins this time. But I will be restarting the counter. Previously on SummerSlam, they're showing this recap because the crew has to clean up the broken tables, ladders, and chairs all over the ringside area. But you mean to tell me they need 15 minutes to do so? Back in the day, WWE crews got that shit cleaned up within 2 minutes. Y'all are just fucking lazy.
Match, no more second chances.
Let's be honest, does anyone truly fall for that rule anymore? WWE doesn't even follow proper storyline booking these days, and you expect me to believe that a last chance stipulation will mark the end of a feud? Not a chance in hell.
No!
Thank you, Wade Barrett. Shut the fuck up, Michael Cole. After 10 years of Celtic Invasion, it was a little sad to see that theme go, but I'm just glad Becky Lynch did not get Def Rebelled like many wrestlers did. This song is actually something I can get behind.
I'll give you one more chance. Lyra took it.
That's not how this match happened at all. Becky Lynch didn't tell Lyra Valkyria that she'd give her one more chance at the Intercontinental Championship. Lyra earned the right by defeating Bayley in a #1 contenders match on Raw.
And Valkyria now dropping the champion.
Actually, that looked more like John Cena showed up and gave Becky Lynch an awkward German suplex, or maybe Becky slipped on the ice in the ring. WWE has multiple street fight style matches scheduled for tonight, which means the logical move is to put as many weapons under the ring as possible. So we graciously provide Becky Lynch with 2 kendo sticks, and that's it. What a ripoff. Becky Lynch risked breaking the kendo stick to pieces by hitting the sharp edges of the steel stairs. I get that you're fired up, but that isn't a risk worth taking. There were only 2 kendo sticks underneath the ring, remember? Do you really want to lose one of them on a dumb move like that?
Crowbar will always win.
Lyra Valkyria wins in the fencing game and has the chance to beat down the woman who made her life a living hell ever since the aftermath of WrestleMania, but instead she chooses to turn her back on Becky Lynch and continue to admire the crowbar as if she's never seen one in her whole life.
Oh, driven into the...
I know that was likely unintentional, but if I were that photographer, I would actually sell getting hit into the barricade like that. I gotta say, the fans who always chant "we want tables" don't even have to chant tonight. They're getting spoiled more than a rich billionaire's child. Okay, maybe not that much, but it's still awesome. Also, that one moment when WWE combined Night of Champions with Extreme Rules, given the match card of stipulations and title matches, and did better than those shows ever did. Extreme Rules is dead, but do better, Night of Champions.
Becky somewhere grabbed a steel...
Becky, wait! The chain is not even pressed against my jaw. Here, let me help you put it in place. Okay, there we go. Ow, this hurts so much. How did that end up happening?
Ow! Well...
Becky Lynch gave a shout out to her small cameo appearance in Happy Gilmore 2 by completely sucking at golf just like she did in the movie. Becky Lynch pulls a freaking toolbox from under the ring, which will definitely cause brutal damage, so she resorts to using a steel chair instead for some reason. Becky Lynch zip-tied Lyra Valkyria's hands, but considering she handcuffed Lyra from the front instead of the back, Lyra still has a chance to execute many moves and weapon shots. If she were handcuffed from behind, she'd be screwed.
Hey, isn't enough! Kick out!
Lyra's shoulders were already off the canvas throughout the pinfall as a result of her hands being tied. All she did was move slightly to the left and it was considered a kick out.
And now she's got Becky trapped!
Smart strategy from Lyra Valkyria. Due to being handcuffed with a zip tie, Becky Lynch is literally trapped and can't defend herself from the onslaught of headbutts and potential belly-to-belly suplexes onto the waiting chairs. Like I said, should have handcuffed her from behind.
Lynch and this may have turned round.
No use in pretending to be handcuffed, Lyra. Everyone saw that you broke free from them, so just continue to be free.
Into the cover now!
I'm shocked the referee didn't get knocked out after he countered the pin by slamming his hand on the wrench.
Extinguishers now in the lungs.
Well done, Lyra. You wasted the fire extinguisher's fumes by blasting it at nothing while Becky Lynch is far away from you.
Lyra Valkyria with a...
Lyra Valkyria connects the Nightwing onto the floor from the height of the stairs. Much as that would hurt Becky, that definitely hurts Lyra the worst as she nearly shattered her tailbone. That's why I would never hit my finisher on the outside of the ring if it involved me landing on my ass.
Into the corner, Becky Lynch moves out of Lyra. Now a manhandle slam. Lyra kicks out again.
I'm sorry, but no. This was either the second or third time that Lyra Valkyria kicked out of the manhandle slam, something common in their matches. But unlike the other times, she went face first into the exposed steel turnbuckle, followed by a manhandle slam onto steel chairs that were set up to break her fall and cause more damage. The fact that she kicked out of that, especially after taking 2 other manhandle slams, is bullshit.
And Becky Lynch, oh, with a...
Well, holy shit, that was insane. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Another 2 cents off.
Oh, come on, Becky, don't do this, don't do...
Because Bayley was not in position, Becky Lynch awkwardly stood around with a crowbar and waited for a long time when she lifted it into the air. You had one job, Bayley.
And Bayley will slam! The man...
If Bayley was trying to help Lyra Valkyria, why didn't she just interfere and break up the pinfall? We are under street fight rules, so it's perfectly legal. Instead, she just remained shocked that she accidentally knocked out Lyra and accepted the inevitable. Also, victory due to outside interference is always a sin.
The best place to watch is Cosm.
Actually, I can give you a better place to watch SummerSlam if you can't be there in person. In the movie theaters. From 2008 to 2016, I literally watched every pay-per-view event in a movie theater packed with screaming fans. Get the same views that you would get on TV instead of the still angles at ringside, and you're with a crowd of fans having a good time. I wish they brought that back.
A steel cage.
A cage descending somehow requires flames to shoot in the air. If this were Hell in a Cell or War Games, I would understand, but an average steel cage? Let me guess, this match was made as a steel cage match to prevent the MFTs from interfering on behalf of Solo Sikoa. Have you guys not watched every steel cage match like ever?
Brought to you by Breath Steph.
You mean to tell me that Solo Sikoa has that large amounts of inferno shooting to the sky during his entrance and the only time WWE is showing it is a distant shot in the corner? That actually looks fucking amazing and should be part of the full shot. But WWE saw the seats of tarp and said, nope, don't show that side.
Dozens of WWE.
Yeah, we know. Dozens of WWE Hall of Famers have been the United States Champion, and you're about to list off the same names we always hear. Give it a rest.
Really appreciated and respected Jacob.
Let me guess. Michael Cole is going to talk about how Jacob Fatu was never respected, and Wade Barrett is going to accuse Jacob Fatu of never showing respect. Do I got that right?
Thanks to the fact that the MFTs cannot get involved.
Because it's literally impossible for them to either climb the cage or open the not-so-locked door at the side, right, Wade?
Solo has not been pinned since then in 8 months.
That may sound impressive, but the reality is Solo Sikoa hardly had any matches between then and now, which is kind of a common thing for a lot of wrestlers these days, even the full-timers. Hey Solo, remember that time you kept connecting the Samoan spike to John Cena even when John was on the ground and not standing up? Maybe do that same thing to Jacob Fatu and you might actually win this match on your own. Bring back the Solo Sikoa who didn't rely on anyone and used his own abilities to crush his opponents. That's how it should be done if you want us to take him seriously.
Now getting dogged.
Ow, my hands!
Over the edge and now. Oh my.
Alright, that was actually badass to see Jacob Fatu take the full force of the steel cage and it had no effect on him. Could be because his hands protected him, but we've seen how psychotic Jacob can become in the ring with his pain tolerance.
Solo Sikoa and Fatu.
Jacob Fatu took his time walking over Solo Sikoa and still stumbled regardless. Oof.
There's the moonsault.
Menacingly
And
delivered.
another Solo kicked out.
Too many finisher kickouts. Worst of all, this wasn't Jacob Fatu hitting a moonsault one time and then again 10 minutes later. He literally connected it twice in this one moment. Double the power, double the damage. But because Solo kicked out of that, you expect me to believe this can win Jacob matches when he does it one time?
Oh, look who's here.
So what was that you guys were saying about the steel cage keeping the rest of the MFTs out of the equation again? WWE should really consider adding a roof to these cages if they want to prevent outside interference from getting involved. I'm not surprised this ultimately ends with the MFTs interfering, but I am absolutely over it. Here are 15 sins. We're done here.
Hey, sir. Hey.
The one thing I loved about the Intercontinental Championship feud between AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio was Dominic claiming to not be medically cleared while AJ stalks him in so many funny ways. Whether that being a valet or a janitor, it was hilarious entertainment. Where'd Dominic Mysterio get that mask? From CM Punk's days on the Straight Edge Society after he got his head shaved? From ring gears to lowriders, it was heartwarming to see AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio pay tribute to Dom's first SummerSlam appearance 20 years ago in that custody ladder match. Good times.
This is for the Intercontinental Championship.
In case you somehow didn't hear the ring introductions or see the graphics posted all over the screen, along of course with the 6-minute video package.
1991, Bret Hart winning.
AJ Styles is chasing Dominic Mysterio around the ring looking to finally get his hands on him after all these months of avoidance. So naturally, we're going to talk about who won the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam instead of paying attention to the action.
And guess what?
I run this bitch.
The lights are on.
Actually they're not. Obviously we're not trying to blind the fans here with the spotlights, but don't say the lights are on after we got a shot of 90% of the stadium covered in darkness. When I see the fans with their cell phones out, I really think WWE should have booked that TLC match to take place around this time so that the Wyatt Six wouldn't be awkwardly in the sunlight.
The move that Dominic took from his dad.
Dominic is a Mysterio, right? So what's the problem with him using the 619? He's got more of a right to use it than anyone else on the roster. Normally heels cheat when their attempts to win clean don't work. Here Dominic hasn't even tried to defeat AJ Styles with his finishers, and he's in complete control of the match. So he goes for the cheating now?
Tossing it to 8 and stealing.
As funny as this moment was when AJ Styles put the chair around his neck to counter the Eddie Guerrero trick, he's risking disqualification, which means Dominic Mysterio would retain the Intercontinental Championship regardless of who gets disqualified.
We might get a tap out. Imminent.
You can clearly see AJ Styles trying to take off Dominic's boot on purpose compared to when Kurt Angle accidentally yanked Eddie's boot off his foot at WrestleMania 20. 60,000 fans in attendance. Still 20,000 less than what WrestleMania usually got in the same venue. But sure, let's pretend this is an amazing moment in history. The heel turn of John Cena was perfectly executed. The potential was there. But because the booking was so terrible, John turns babyface again simply because he felt bad. Triple H really fucked up in ways that even Vince McMahon would facepalm. And that is saying something. Much as I am pissed off about WWE's shit booking of John Cena's heel run, I'd be lying if I said I didn't get chills when the colors finally returned and the John Cena of old, in other words 5 months ago, appeared before a screaming crowd. Now just imagine if John Cena didn't turn babyface 2 days prior to this entrance and shocked everyone with his appearance. Triple H be like, they're not cheering for Cody Rhodes when John Cena is the bad guy or when he's the good guy. What can I do to fix this? John Cena hugging Cody Rhodes was very symbolic because everyone has eyes on John's expression like a hawk, and Cody absolutely was ready for any sudden surprise attack. But when none appeared, it truly settled in that the John Cena everyone remembers was back.
Wanted the best version of John Cena.
Based on the result of tonight, Cody Rhodes can defeat the best version of John Cena, but somehow can't defeat the worst version of John Cena. Yikes.
And Cena, oh!
I know that this match is about Super Cena versus Super Cody, but the latter just got the bottom half of the steel stairs thrown in his face like 20 seconds ago. How is he back up and hitting disaster kicks already?
Oh!
John Cena is significantly stronger than Cody Rhodes in every single way. There is no chance that Cody won that exchange. What a devastating kick to the air, and that sin can still qualify even if it did connect with John Cena's face. Figure out why.
Feed off the C-Nation.
I think these guys forgot that this match is a street fight because for the most part, this has just been a straight up wrestling match. And I got nothing against that if there wasn't a stipulation. I'm just saying it feels off to have a street fight without the street or fighting. Utilizing the pile driver without being careless about it. That move should remain banned due to the next snap and consequences that are possible even with the move being executed properly, but I'll still remove a sin for Cody Rhodes pulling out as many tricks in the bag as he could, and for being careful not to kill John during the retirement tour.
John Cena launched up, popping off, Cena able to kick.
The pop-up powerbomb likely didn't give Cody Rhodes the win because his name is not Kevin Owens.
Cody's got to try to make it to the ropes to force this break.
I was going to give Michael Cole shit for forgetting that this match is under street fight rules, but because of how much of a wrestling match this has been, even I forgot that it was a street fight. That's where the sin will go.
Oh my God, John Cena!
John Cena connecting that sunset flip powerbomb on the floor was random but epic at the same time. Hits Cody Rhodes with a microphone, then proceeds to impress us all, removing 2 sins for that. Spanish commentators be like, you guys said our tables were reinforced to prevent this sort of thing. You lied to us. Someone might want to remind John Cena that this is a street fight, not a false count anywhere match. I'd be okay with these guys surviving the other's finishing moves if they weren't constantly going for pinfalls. This is the 4th time John connected the attitude adjustment, and we still have another 20 minutes before this match ends. If the argument is it's Super Cena versus Super Cody, then allow me to remind you of practically every single match that's ever existed this year. Come on, John, in order for this match to go on for 40 minutes, we have to spend a lot of time fighting in the crowd. I learned this from the 50-minute tag match I had with The Rock and Roman Reigns last year. Maybe you shouldn't have switched to this camera angle. The platform used for Cody Rhodes' entrance was randomly put down below the stage just on the very case that these two somehow started fighting in the area and needed to go back up. What a coincidence. That's cute.
And Cena delivers an AM.
Did you have to walk all the way to the ramp to hit the 6 attitude adjustment? The strength of the platforms are about the same there. Fucking what?
Now Cody with a...
WWE really needs to be specific when they say how chair shots to the head are illegal, because that clearly was a chair shot to the head even if John tried blocking it with his hands.
Cody Rhodes, oh! Cody...
Don't even try, Cody. Don't even pretend that you're having trouble whacking John Cena in the face with a turnbuckle when you literally just did that 10 seconds ago.
Crossroads! Another cross! A triple cross! Cody! Oh,
I've been annoyed at the prior finisher kickouts, but this is the one time that it legitimately shocked me. Nobody in WWE so far has kicked out of the triple crossroads, and Cody was set for victory before he connected them. But when John Cena kicked out, my heart skipped a beat. This is the time where I'll give that a triple sin remover.
Is unbeatable.
This might be the one and only time fans actually accept Super Cena into their lives. It happened at the end of his championship reign, but still, 2025 has been a year for crazy things. Cody Rhodes has kicked out of a total of 8 attitude adjustments tonight, and none of them had the same effect as John Cena kicking out of the triple crossroads, because by that point, everyone had a feeling Cody would kick out of a triple attitude adjustment to pay it back.
Cody Rhodes is...
Much as I give praise to Cody Rhodes on winning back the WWE Championship, I find it very disappointing that John Cena loses the 17th world title right as he turns babyface, meaning we won't be getting one final babyface champion run in this already botched retirement tour. But still, I am removing 30 sins as a way of showing support to these two for putting on one of the best SummerSlam main events of all time. This street fight nailed everything, even with the 10+ finisher kickouts.
Holy shit!
Just when you think we'd never see Brock Lesnar again. Though I have mixed feelings about this due to certain situations, I will never deny the aura and power Brock Lesnar has over the audience. The genuine yell of excitement from the crowd and the real-life holy shit reaction from Michael Cole made this a frightening yet epic moment in SummerSlam history. And hey, Michael Cole finally said it as Pat McAfee demanded him to the last time Brock Lesnar returned to WWE at SummerSlam. Although, at this point in the game, what does Brock Lesnar have to offer in terms of competition against the stars of today? That's definitely a question worth asking as we move into the future.